What's good, Wave Familiar? It's your boy j.king, man, back at y'all with another Upgrade Your Game podcast. We on episode 4. I know y'all been waiting for a little minute for me to do another episode for this. Shout out to everybody before I start. Shout out to everybody that watched episode 3. Where I did an interview with my guy, Mr. P.F. Brand. Shout out to him. That was the first interview I ever did. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie, because I never interviewed anybody a day in my life. I always got interviewed, you know what I'm saying, but I never got to do actual interview. But it was actually dope for us to the stuff that we was talking about, we was discussing about, and we was able to, you know, touch on a lot of subjects that a lot of men can learn from and, you know, build off of. So it was definitely dope conversation that we had. So shout out to him. If you didn't check it out, go check out episode 3. I also cut up a couple clips of us talking about some of our main subjects on there. So you definitely want to go check that out. So this episode 4, I want y'all to basically this was something that I had wanted to been talk about. It was basically what I want to there was an interview that I saw with Lil Yachty and Drake that they did about 2 months ago that I felt like it was a dope conversation that both guys had, because you never usually see two big artists really kind of interview each other, even though like Lil Yachty was more like interviewing Drake, but it was actually a dope conversation. Like I felt like it was like a big brother little brother kind of combo and dialogue that they was having, and I wanted to, you know, touch on that. The main thing that I took from it is that Drake actually spoke on him getting therapy at one point in his life, and he never, you know, usually Drake is kind of vulnerable about the stuff that he talks about in his music, interviews, stuff like that. But it was dope to have a conversation where you see two men talk about things that are very touching about their lives, about their children, things that they was going through, personal things. So it was very eye-opening conversation. And with Drake speaking about how he went to therapy at one point, was talking about how his therapist kind of described him when it comes to when he gets in the room, and, you know, him being the biggest artist and things of that nature. That really stuck out to me, because being that Drake is the biggest artist in the world, you would think that, you know, he ain't got no issues. He ain't, you know, music is popping, life is popping, money popping, everything. But for him to be vulnerable enough to state that there was something in his life that made him want to actually go seek professional help, that should be very empowering to a lot of men out there, because being he's the biggest artist in the world, thinking that he may not have problems. Of course, you know, everybody got problems, but just for the fact that he went outside and actually seek professional help, that should be very, very empowering to a lot of men that's out there that's dealing with things that they feel that they don't think that they need help with, or they feel ashamed if they feel like they have to go get outside help. I did the same thing. You know, it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to sit here and cap like it is easy, but it's a good first step to know that the biggest artist in the world, that's a man, definitely went to go seek help. And that's why I was saying, that's why I felt like this conversation was dope. It's something for me to speak on and touch on, because being with men, we don't, like I said in episode 3, men don't really have too many outlets for emotion. So it's good to have two homies that could sit there and talk to each other about the deepest things that's going on with their life without there being no embarrassment, judgment, you know, because, you know, sometimes with your homies, you may not be able to, you know, talk to certain homies about certain things, or feel like, you know, you coming to them about certain things in your life that you think that they may not care too much about, or they don't know how to handle when it comes from other men, is very dope. So shout out to that interview that they did together. And there was another part where Lil Yachty had talked about, where he just basically stated out, like, he was like, when it comes to him speaking about women, it gets him into depression. And that kind of, you know, shocked me, because I'm just like, I mean, he Lil Yachty, I'm pretty sure they were throwing it at him like his Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for him to even say that when he speaks about women, it's depressing. And even it kind of took Drake by surprise, because he was just like, I thought you was about to ask me a question. And he's just like, nah, that was just real life, like I was saying. So, you know, sometimes when you speak to your homies about love life and stuff like that, you be thinking that they don't not really just not gonna really hear you. They just gonna be like, man, forget shorty, you know, do what you gotta do. It's just dope for him to just, you know, be vulnerable enough to talk about that. So like I said, it was a very dope interview that they did, you know, just basically them two men talking about stuff that going on with their life. So I just felt like that was something to really talk about. And if you haven't seen the whole interview, I'm gonna put the link in the description of the video, so y'all could definitely go check it out. So yeah, take it from that, man. Two big artists in the game talking about the, you know, they have issues too. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and they've found certain ways to go about it. Drake actually going to a therapist was very eye-opening for me. So, but yeah, that's all I had on that video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Your boy is definitely going up. Your boy is going past 500, has went past 500 subs. Thank y'all for that. We on the road to 1,000. And we can be out there, go, you know, spread this message more to more people out there. Appreciate y'all for definitely tuning in. If you saw episode 3, or if you've seen the video, you know, the past month and a half, I've been doing the one with my sister, Umbrella Love, Unsisterly Advice. Definitely go check out them episodes too. For this podcast, for the Upgrade Your Game, I'm definitely going to have more guests coming on. Just stay tuned, man. Your boy's definitely working out here. Definitely trying to spread this message out and definitely help as much people as I can. You know what I'm saying? That's what the platform for. That's how we gonna keep it rolling. Till next time, your boy is out. Know that.